Welcome back. Today I am going to continue working on this village. This time I want to clean up these pathways all through the village. It's a huge mess in here. All these path blocks. I want to clean it up and get a better layout for the paths through the village and how you'll be able to traverse them. Okay, I'm going to start all the way over at this end here because right in the middle is a huge mess. That's going to be a lot trickier to figure out, but for now I'll start on this end, and basically I just want to clean up the pathways, get rid of any holes in the paths and any like grass and stuff growing on top of them, any snow, maybe flatten them out a little bit, and then trim off any random branches off that lead nowhere, like this over here. Feels kind of pointless to have the path going up this hill here since it's not going anywhere anyways. I'm just going to have it end right here for now anyway. And kind of straightening out these slopes I think would look nice too. I think that looks cleaner. I think it'd be really cool to make a bridge over this big cave here, because the natural generation kind of just has the path all broken, messed up, because the cave generated and the path just tried its best to generate over it. Obviously this isn't a functional path, but if I can build a bridge over here, then it'd look really cool, I think, and it would actually be a functional path too. I think I'm definitely going to work on that. I'll clear out this part, because there wouldn't really be a point in having a bridge if I can just walk around it anyways. Alright, so clean up this hill here too a bit. I brought a bunch of dirt and grass. I don't want to make this path this hill too steep. I want to make it more gradual. So maybe every 3 blocks it'll go down again. Let's try that. And it's a small detail, but I want to get rid of the snow under the path blocks too. I think it just would look cleaner without it. I think that's alright for now. Obviously it doesn't look very natural anymore, but it is a path, so it's not really meant to be natural in the first place. I'm sure it could use some work, but for now I'm just trying to clean it up anyways. So I'm not going to worry too much about the small details yet. Alright, that's definitely a lot cleaner and looking much more well defined. So obviously I want to carry that over to the rest of the village. But this is going to be a lot of work. So the bridge would line the path up right here. Some path blocks going like this. Get rid of the ones that are lower down. And I'm going to... Oh man, I didn't want to drop down here. Oh, this is fine. I can get rid of these paths. Oh, it's super weird. path blocks in the snow, or in the stone. Just want to get rid of all these random path blocks that are down in the cave here. Doesn't really make any sense to have dirt paths in stone. Could maybe, I'm sure, well, okay, I'm not sure yet, but I might be making some sort of path down here. But it definitely won't be path blocks. Alright, I cleaned up that whole cave area now. No more paths down there. And an easy connection point for the bridge on both sides. We start cleaning up here now. This path looks terrible. Going up this hill like this. So I'm just gonna get rid of it. It's not much more. There's not much point to it anyways, because it doesn't go anywhere right now. Eventually I might build something up here, especially with this lava pit being up here, but probably be easier to get up to it from, I'm thinking this side here instead. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of this path here on the edge of this cliff. And I think I'll just have the access up here be over here instead. And this can just be like a lookout point or something. Alright, that looks a lot better. So I'll keep the path that's going down here along the side of the crop field. But I'm not going to have it connect down to here. I'll have a different way to get down here. It's going to be another lookout point. And I'll just have it turn right here. Right on the corner of the crop field. And then it can go into the main gathering area over there. I'll do the same sort of pattern, I think, with at least 3 blocks for every elevation change. 3 blocks of path for every elevation change. To make it more gradual. This looks a little bit odd to me though, for some reason. I think that looks better. Let's clean up the path into the main gathering area. So it's such a mess right here. I think I'll just have it go straight into the main gathering area. Then it can branch off a bunch from there. So then I can have a path going right here, like there kind of already is. Right along this crop field. And then that can split off and go this way and then down to these houses. I think that would make sense. Otherwise I can branch it right here. But I don't really want to do both and then end up having a big square here of path. I think that would just look odd. You know what, I think I'm going to change this a little bit. I want the path to be flat all the way along this edge of the crop field. I think that kind of makes more sense. And then I can turn it and make it go down around this corner here instead. And hopefully that looks good. You know what? I don't even need to have it drop down like this either. I think it might look better if I just keep it this high. On this side. Yeah, I think that looks better. Obviously I'll have to build up the terrain on the other side of the paths, but yeah, I'm not worried about that right now. I'm not 100% sure how I'm gonna handle the path blocks in this meeting area. Got these fences on top of path blocks, which I think are cool, but I can't do that myself. It just has to happen naturally, unfortunately. Also, I just noticed there's path blocks under these oak planks as well. That's kind of odd. Should probably light it up back here. Feel like mobs could spawn. Don't want to risk it. I'm thinking maybe the whole area here with one extra block out from each of these stands could maybe be path blocks. Let's just try that and see how it looks. It looks like I'm gonna have to dig out some land here also. It's very cramped back here. I don't like that this stand is literally in the ground. There's a path block that's supposed to be a slab here too. That's odd. Okay, I think that looks alright. Still don't like those random grass blocks under the fences. I think I'll replace them maybe with oak planks instead. And I'll get a slab for that roof as well. That was generated over. And I might as well put planks under here too, so you don't have random dirt showing. Let me get rid of this random path behind this crop field, I think. Well, yeah, it doesn't really go anywhere but off the hill anyways. There's all these path blocks under the crop farm also. It's super weird. And obviously I'll fill in all this empty space under the crops. Alright, hopefully that's all of it. Let me get rid of this random path on the edge of this house I've already remodeled, because this doesn't go anywhere either. Then solidify the path in front of it. And this is a whole other mess on this side. I'll worry about that later. But it makes sense to keep this path going up to this house here. Alright, see how that looks. Yeah, that makes sense. I like that. Oh, I really like how you can see the map through this skylight here. It looks awesome. Alright, how am I gonna handle this mess now? I think the easiest way to get up to this part of the village would be right there. Can make like, oh, that goat just jumped. Anyway, I can make like a staircase right here maybe. This is gonna be tricky, actually. Oh, I didn't even notice that, but there's a bunch more path blocks back here I can get rid of. Okay, I think here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna line up this path with that house over there. Also flatten this out, I don't need it to go that high up. Rain cleared out, now there's auroras up there, so pretty. I'm gonna get rid of this, it's not really going anywhere. Well, I changed my mind. This is probably where I'm gonna have it go up to that lava pit. But for now, I'll just leave it like that. Yeah, that looks fine. So I can just clean this up now. I think... Well, I can clean this up anyways. Okay, I'm thinking like a sideways staircase over here. So if I go up here, then the stairs are gonna be like right in front of this house. Same if I do this for this house here. So kind of just gotta think outside the box a little bit. I guess I could make the path go up here instead. And I can come up and around this house here. I guess that could work. But I do like the idea of having easy access up here from the main gathering area. I think I might do that staircase after all. Honestly, I still don't like how close this terrain is to the gathering area. So I think I'm gonna actually push it back a little bit more. Alright, it gives me a little more room to work with. Get rid of this weird snow in the wall too. Actually, I'm gonna push it back a little further here for the stairs. What if instead I had the stairs going right here? What is this trader doing? Let's say I had him right here. And that way I could just have a path go right into here instead. And it would branch off this way and that way. And it's not right on the edge of the path here anymore. It's not right next to any of the paths. I think that would be a lot better. Yeah. Put the stairs like that, and then make these path blocks. Obviously very rough right now, but I think it looks pretty good. Or I think I can make it look pretty good anyways. I think first off I'll be getting rid of the snow. I mean, snow layers will obviously accumulate again once it snows again, but that's fine. Just want to get rid of the snow blocks. Alright, I'll fill in this other spot now. I was going to put the staircase before. Alright, yeah. That looks good for now. I want to try maybe adding slabs the paths here so you don't have to jump. Alright, I know that's a bit steeper than I had it before, but I do kind of like having the slabs there. It's just more functional. I wonder though, maybe it makes more sense for these to then be full blocks. And obviously that looks weird on the side, so I just fill it in with another block there. And then it's like a man-made staircase connecting up different ground levels. Guess that means I should fill down here with planks as well. Yeah, I think that looks good. Do the same here. Maybe I'll move that back actually. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Alright, this is going to be it for today. Thanks for watching.